Just waking up from a nice dream. Bitcoin pumping on a live stream. Smile shine brighter than a high beam. Ever seen live trading on a widescreen? Bitcoin showing you the steps to own it. We got the alpha, I bet you want it. I'm having fun, send a lecture on it. Randy, put a little extra on it.
It's mutable and decentralized. No censorship or hard cap supply. It's open source and we classify the blockchain secure, and that's exactly why. It's hard money with a new plan. It bounced a lot like this new jam. If Bitcoin dipped, then we ain't gon' trip. I'ma be bullish on you, fam.
I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it. 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 I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here today on a lovely Wednesday. We are officially mid-week and maybe in the middle of a crypto winter. According to Michael Saylor, this may be the truth. Do you agree? We'll dive into it later in the show for our spotlight. In the meantime, we do have international news with the European Central Bank bringing about the digital euro, just like, it's like we know them at their core. We predict them like no other. And we were just talking about the digital euro, and now it's a major headline. We also have Senate agriculture stuff going on. There's a huge battle of prediction markets in the United States, which kind of goes with the whole thing about, you know, prediction markets combined with crypto, because Polymarket is from crypto, all of these beautiful things. The CFTC is also putting out some major statements. This is a wild ride indeed. So if you're ready for the Zest, the news, the education, smash like, subscribe to the channel, share this out with friends so more people know what's going on here. We have a goal of 150 likes, 150 live viewers, and a subscriber goal of 25,120. Let's just say that. Let's put it out into the air, in the abyss. I have been a different vibe with my straight hair. I don't know. Is my attitude different? I don't know. But I feel like, you know, straight hair definitely makes me want to pop off just a little bit more. I don't know. Something about it. Something about it. Oh, guys, I love this podcast so much. It gives me life. Say good morning to me as I say good morning to you, and check out our 3 amazing sponsors of the show, including Cake Wallet Market Cipher. Use code ZESTY for 15% off, and then go over to Uphold so you could bring up your crypto bags. Let's go. All right, let's say good morning to everybody. Let's do this. Good morning, everybody. Same attitude, different do. I agree, Rick, on TikTok. Say good morning to me, please, everyone. I want to say good morning to you and give you the appropriate amount of love. We have Silver Days, Flat Earth, Mike Vollmer, Jesse, Doge Bull, David Bull, Silverback, Litchfield, good morning, Andy S., Mama Shadow is here, One House, I think he was always the Black Hat, Paco, or Pac On. I don't know what exactly your name is, but good morning, Pac. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Who else we got? We got Backup. We got Andy S. Corvette is here. He said, GM, it's still Randy's birthday month. It is true. I turned 23 on Monday. So I just had my birthday a few days ago, and I'm officially 23. That's crazy. Joe Harvey, good morning. Poe is here. Mike Mazzone and Yukio are on X. John Legend is here. Ray K, good morning. Who else we got? We got Poe, Dano, good morning. Pieces everywhere. Dustin, good morning. Bobby F is here. Leroy, Rob C, Chipper, Crypto Surfer, Caspa Hub is on X. Good morning. All right. Yeah, I think I got everyone. I'm pretty sure. If I didn't, then you could yell at me and everything like that. That's totally fine. Guys, thank you guys so much for being here. Bless all of your hearts. Let's do this. We're going to get into the market recap. Texas sized, good morning. Yes, yay, we love Texas. Guys, I want to go to Texas again so bad. I really loved Fort Worth, and I didn't get to line dance there at the time. I went there like 5 years ago now, as crazy as that is. No, maybe 4. I think it was 2022. But nonetheless, y'all, I would love to go to Texas. I want to go line dancing in Texas. I want to go to a darn rodeo. Anyway, I'm in the South now. World's Liberty Financial is up 26% in the market recap. Stable is Pampin up 13%. Morpho's up 6%. Today is February 18th, which means that World's Liberty Financial Conference, or their little gathering, is happening in Mar-a-Lago. So that's going to be some crazy headlines. Probably going to be our spotlight for tomorrow's whatever happens and comes out of Mar-a-Lago tonight. It's going to get quite spicy. Houston Rodeo is the best. Yo, I need to go see a darn rodeo. I need to see what life is all about. Look at Bitcoin, guys. Everyone is looking at Bitcoin. What's next for Bitcoin? Well, if we fall below this 60K mark where we had that wicked wick low about 11 days ago, if we fall below 60K, I'm looking at our other spicy wick low, which is around 48K. So let's pamp it. Let's get it. This, either way, I am bullish. However, we do see market Cipher as we are at $66,930 Bitcoin and down 0.8%. We have a red dot printed fresh on market Cipher. We had a momentum, little pampy. Now it seems like we might have this red dot lock in and confirm. If that does become so, then we might see that dip to $60,000. And if, again, we break below that, then maybe 40 is in the cards. But however, when everyone else has this sentiment that, oh my gosh, we're going to lose it. Oh my gosh, crypto's going to 40K. When people start calling $10,000 Bitcoin, that means the bottom is in my opinion. I've been saying macro, we're seeing a lot of bottom energy, a lot of bottom signals, and especially because the sentiment is so mundane. Everyone's like, where did Twitter go? Where's crypto Twitter? We're still here. Hi, welcome to the podcast. We're seeing a negative VWAP today going below that zero line. Money flow is also negative. RSI is crouching down again, trying to maybe near that oversold mark here at the 30 line. If we go below that 30 line, we are oversold, and I say cheers to that because that's always a good thing. Let everyone sell, let everyone cry like a little baby in their mommy's basement, and then they'll get out of mommy's basement, and that's pretty much it. Other than that, guys, someone's saying, in the name of Jesus, we must invest in crypto. Listen, our breaking news headlines is actually starting off with Elon and Jesus. Let's do this. A post went viral on my birthday, actually, about Elon Musk. Someone needs to evangelize Elon. Who will lead him to Christ? Elon commented back, I agree with the teachings of Jesus. Even earlier, a few months back, Elon was on another podcast where he was asked, what's your stance on God? And Elon said that he believes God is the creator of all things. Now, again, when you have God, you have the Holy Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And the Son is, I would say, one of the most critical parts of this whole thing, again, because God had to create a man that was fully God, fully man, and live a perfect and sinless life to, be the perfect sacrifice for us, because we know we just couldn't live that life that Jesus has lived, a perfectly sinless life. And so he paid the debt that we can never repay. And it seems as though Elon is very close to accepting Christ as his Lord and Savior. And so we've been seeing a major spiritual revolution where people are looking to Jesus, and it is insane, and it is the best movement possible. And I fully believe if the world was following Jesus, then it would be a much better place. Now, I went ahead and posted last night, something in me said, post, do you believe in Jesus Christ? And I the reason why I post questions a lot of the time is for people to go in the comments and talk to one another and create debate. And so I prayed over this post and I said, let this reach people, let people hear you, let people debate about you and hopefully find you. And so that's why I posted that last night, and I didn't expect it to pop off the way it did. I literally posted it and shut off my phone for the night and kind of went to bed. And so this is what it's all about, and I talk about it all the time. Like, this is not something I do for me. And this is, a revolution. And when I talk about the revolution of Bitcoin, and I had this whole conversation on Sunday when I went to that crypto meetup, is the whole spiritual revolution we're going through right now. don't let it get hijacked by people that there's always going to be false prophets. There's going to be people that claim Lord, 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 but it does not mean that they actually are submitted to Jesus. And so I think that this is something that people are reflecting on quite a lot. And so I do hope that everyone does their research, everyone reads the Bible, open the book. It is an amazing book, and it is something that has honestly saved my life in the past year. So thank Jesus. And when we look at, the revolution of Bitcoin and crypto and music and energy, at the end of the day, everything is energy. And you have music, like Bob Marley's music is a great example. It was a peaceful revolution that he was sparking. And for people anywhere in the world, like music is borderless. Anyone anywhere in the world could hear the music, feel the music, and change their life because of what they heard. The same goes for Bitcoin. It's energy, it's verifiable energy that is borderless, spread across the world, no intermediaries, no bias, no censorship. And anybody could have Bitcoin, use that energy, change their life. And when it comes to Jesus, it's the same, where people just open their eyes. Anyone is able to receive Jesus. And when people are talking about in Jesus' name, it's not like we're praying exactly to Jesus as the physical person, but more of his entity and his energy and what he is and what he embodies, which is the Holy Trinity. And so I hope people are getting that. And when you feel Jesus and you experience Jesus, it's an energy that shifts you, it changes you. Therefore, you can go change the world. So music, spirituality, and money like Bitcoin, it really all ties together. And ironically, it's three. Like, it's the Holy Trinity, three: music, Jesus, Bitcoin. That is it. And so I'm just mind blown at how Jesus is coming. Elon is coming to Jesus, and I do believe one day. I hope that Elon submits. And it's gonna be like, if Elon does that, I'm telling you, the world changes. The world changes. And because of us, I think he's seeing the major revolution. And even when Charlie Kirk died and the assassination happened, Elon did tweet that, like, to forgive those of our trespasses and everything like that. So that is just so important. So look into Jesus, look into Bitcoin, and yes, Christ is King. Christ is King, and I hope people see that. And don't let other people let the Bible, let God speak for himself. Don't let humanity get in the way of your journey, because I truly believe that if you are going to rely on man, that you cannot rely on man. It's not about that. So I just wanted to throw that in there. This was a major headline. Everyone's talking about Jesus and Elon Musk, and I really do hope that people are able to see the truth and meditate on it. So that's what I got for you. Let's go into people that are trying to take away our spiritual revolution here and our Bitcoin revolution. And that comes from evil people like central bankers, especially the European Central Bank, the ECB. Christine Lagarde is the president of the ECB. She does not like you. She does not like freedom. She wants you to own nothing and be happy, which is, again, the mark of the beast. It is the Antichrist. And so you look at what they're putting out today, which we've been talking about for the past week, that the digital euro is coming. They keep telling you what's going to happen. The reason why I think they held back as much as they have in the past year is because Donald Trump entered office and he said no CBDCs. The digital euro is still going to happen. I don't know if you realize this, but controllers are going to control. The evil will always try to win, but this is the point here, is that evil cannot win. There is a balance here. Everyone puts good and bad on the same level. It's not. Good always wins. And so Christine Lagarde, she's an evil person. I don't know why they drew her so nicely. She's evil. She said she's considering leaving before her 8-year term ends in October of 2027, citing a person familiar with the matter. So this is also something interesting, that she wants to dip out. Why does she want to leave? My question, why does she want to leave? Because she's evil, and there's probably something she doesn't want us to know. Now, apparently, she's still totally focused on her mission and has not taken any decision regarding the end of her term. Her potential departure would come at a sensitive moment for their digital agenda. She has pushed ahead with preparatory work on the digital euro, repeatedly highlighting the need to manage risks from privately issued digital money, including stablecoins, according to the new EU MiCA regime. ECB officials have warned that rapidly growing stablecoins could pose financial stability and monetary policy risks in the euro area, especially because, again, the same thing that the CEO of Bank of America is crying about is the same thing she's crying about, which is the fact that if people are taking their bank deposits, withdrawing them, go to a crypto exchange, getting a stablecoin and earning yield on your stablecoin and having money that you can move without censorship unless you're a criminal. But if you're not a criminal and you're just transacting, then again, that gives you purchasing power. That gives you power over doing whatever you want to do and sticking up for whatever you believe to be correct. Because with the EU and the UK, where you need a permit to watch TV, that is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. It's blasphemy. And so she views Bitcoin as highly speculative. She views it as something that, again, represents freedom, which is not something she wants for you. And we have these videos from years ago, and I could pull them up. 1 or yes emoji, 2 or no emoji. Let me know if you want me to pull up the 3-year-old videos of Christine Lagarde saying that she wants a digital euro because once you have it and you have a certain transaction amount, oh, then you're in the gray market. And if she doesn't like what you're doing, then she could arrest you for literally just buying whatever you want, which is insane. It's insane. And I think it's just so, she is a criminal. And I put her on the same level with all these 0.01 percenters that want you to have CBDCs and never own anything and just be happy with it. I would argue that there's no point in that. And this is what boggles me about the elites, is that they want you to have a CBDC. They want to control your life so you have nothing and you're a slave. But if you're a slave, then how can you go ahead and create all the things that they like to use from you? Like all these elites, all these like Rothschilds, where are they going? They're going to the Hamptons in New York, enjoying the nice bougie bars, they're enjoying the nice bougie beaches, yet who's working them? Who really makes it exciting? The everyday person. So I would argue that these people are really dumb, and obviously they're fighting for an enemy. They're fighting for the mark of the beast. They're fighting for the beast. And I think it's quite embarrassing of them. It is quite embarrassing. And so if you want to listen to some videos, and hopefully they don't get censored this time around, because the last time I tried to play them, I got censored. But this is Christine Lagarde. And if you really want to know how she feels about Bitcoin, about central banks, then this says it quite clearly, because this is from March of 2023. This is almost exactly 3 years ago that this clip came out saying, from Christine Lagarde, she basically told us that without people like her in the central banks, then we will literally be so lost without them. The world would not survive without Christine Lagarde, this old... We're nice people. Watch the video.
We central bankers, we have been operating as a monetary anchor in relation to the commercial banks and the private money. If we are not in that game, if we are not involved in experimenting, in innovating in terms of digital central bank money, we risk losing the role of anchor that we have played for many, many decades. And we have historical examples of period where the central bank monetary anchor was not there, and that precipitated crisis after crisis. That certainly was the case at the time of the free banking in the 19th century. Do we want to go back to those days? Probably not. I would say certainly not from our vantage point, as a result of which we have to respond to the demand for those digital payments in order to maintain the role of anchor that we have been playing.
Anchor. The only thing she's anchoring is my mental health. Okay, because she's making a tank right now. Here's another clip of when this guy interviewed her asking about Bitcoin. Why doesn't she like Bitcoin? And then she tells you why, because it's permissionless payments that are peer-to-peer. And that's not what she wants for the digital euro. She wants to arrest you for buying anything you want to buy. It could be a freaking TV at Best Buy. She's going to tell you no, because it's too expensive and you need 5,000 permits to watch it.
You know, it's the beauty of Europe. It has different positions. If you ask in Northern Europe, for instance, in the Netherlands, they're quite happy to see the e-euro coming. If you ask a young German man, he'll say, yeah, fine. As I said, I don't want Meta, Google,
listen
or
to this.
Amazon
Listen.
to suddenly come up with a currency that will take over the sovereignty of Europe. I don't want a foreign currency to become the currency of trading within Europe. So we have to be ready.
No, the problem is they don't want to be controlled. They don't want to.
Yeah, but you know what? Now we have in Europe this threshold above 1,000 euros. You cannot pay cash. If you do, you are on the gray market. So you take your risk. You get caught, you are fined, or you go in jail. But you know, the digital euro is going to have a limited amount of control. There will be control. You're right. You're completely right. We are considering whether for very small amounts, you know, anything that is around 300, 400 euros, we could have a mechanism where there is zero control. But that could be dangerous. The terrorist attacks on France.
There you go. They have the ability to let you have a permissionless free money, but she chooses not to. She literally said you are in the gray market if you spend X amount. Listen to that part again. People go and call me a conspiracy theorist. They'll call me everything in the book, but you see how they literally tell you the truth years in advance. I showed this to you guys years ago.
Threshold above 1,000 euros, you cannot pay cash.
Above 1,000 euros, you cannot pay cash. Why?
If you do, you are on the gray market. You take your risk. You get caught, you are fined, or you go in jail.
You spend more than 1,000 euros, you're in the gray market, and you can go to jail. Are you serious? And this is why she wants the digital euro, because she then goes and follows it and says, yeah, you know, we're going to have control for sure. You're completely right about that. But, you know, we could not have control, but we want to because it's just dangerous and safer for you. Because as she said in the other clip, they need to maintain themselves as a monetary anchor. They only anchor your freedom and your mental health and my sanity because these people are trying to gaslight you into thinking that you have to stick with them because that's safe. No, this is why we break generational wheels with Bitcoin, something that has a finite supply, something that's truly decentralized, something that you are empowered by because you have money that no one can take from you or stop you from sending and receiving, or even putting a message, inscribing an immutable message on the blockchain for everyone to see. Truth. Transparency. That's what Bitcoin is. People like her are trying to destroy you and the entire world while they're at it, and not even abiding to the same standards that they're going to hold you to. You think she's going to not use her private jets because of the carbon footprint? You think she's not going to have her steak dinners because of the carbon footprint? Of course not. Of course she's still going to do whatever she wants to do. Probably bank and do whatever she wants to do in the cult she's in, because you know these people idolize money. These people are not of God. I hope you understand that. These are not good people. Not good people. Both of those clips. Again, this one's from April of 2023. This one's from March of 2023. Yeah. Hope you guys realize what I'm telling you. I've been sharing the same clip since it launched. Since they came out. And I bring it up every so often. So that way y'all get a reality check. I'm from the government, and I'm here to help you. What a freaking joke. Biggest joke I've ever heard in my life. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to Julie in the chat. I see like there's a bunch of things going on with Julie. I don't know what's happening, but I hope you guys everyone's happy with each other. She's having adrenochromes with her steak. Yeah, God knows what she's doing. That's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't want to go there. But you know they're in a cult. And that's just about it. Anyway, we're going to leave it there so I don't get my whole channel removed. However, we do have a lot of drama going on, and I don't know how to feel about it. We have ETHZilla. Peter Thiel's founders dump every ETHZilla share. This is what's really popping off right now. Everyone's talking about it. Look at this. Digital asset treasury firms with the sole business of it is to be investing in tokens have fallen out of investor favor. And we've been seeing that this was like the narrative. Thank you, Robert, for subscribing. This has been the narrative. Oh my gosh, you need to have a Bitcoin ETH 69,000 token treasury company. But Peter Thiel, his venture arm, has wiped their slate clean of ETHZilla, selling every last share of the Ether hoarding digital asset treasury firm by the end of the year. This is poof. His founders fund now shows a big fat zero. I love how they wrote that, big fat zero in ownership, down from a 7.5% stake in August of last year. ETHZilla is a crypto investment firm based in Palm Beach, and it mimics, again, Saylor's Bitcoin hoarding firm strategy. ETHZilla started as a failed biotech stock called 180 Life Sciences before pivoting to an ETH treasury, amassing over 100,000 ETH tokens at their peak. Oh, freaking boy, man. So it seems as though they got hit by the market, they got wrecked, but ETHZilla is apparently no more. Apparently no more. That is so wild. Guys, how do you feel? Are we okay in the chat? Can we share those 100 emojis? I need a bunch of 100 emojis in the chat. I need to know you're here, you're bullish, and you're happy. I need to know that you're a happy person. Can everyone let me know that they're happy? I need to know you're happy and you're here and you love like life. Okay, thank you. Woo! This is also really big news. Before we go into the drama in Washington and Capitol Hill and politics, which is boring and just theatre, in my opinion, it's all theater. None of this is real. We live in a simulation of sorts. Anyway, Stripe has a stablecoin firm. So Stripe, if you guys, they're like a big payment processor, and they actually partner with X. So if you're a creator on X and you earn that creator revenue, then you get paid out via Stripe. And so they have their stablecoin firm that they called Bridge, because they want to have their own stablecoin to work as well, which again, X Money, Stripe integrating stablecoin seems to be happening all at the same time. But they won initial approval to have a national bank trust charter. And you guys know it is so hard to get a national bank trust charter. It is near darn impossible, especially for companies that have anything to do with crypto. Bridge is a stablecoin infrastructure firm owned by Stripe. They said Tuesday they received conditional approval from the OCC to form a national trust bank. This charter would let Bridge National Trust the Bank issue stablecoins, custody digital assets, and manage reserves under federal oversight. It is the latest step in their broader push into blockchain-based payments since they acquired Bridge for over $1.1 billion in 2024. So it took them a while to get here, but they say that the approval positions Bridge to help enterprises, fintechs, and crypto businesses, as well as institutions, build digital dollars inside a clear federal framework. Again, this comes post-Genius Act, and Bridge is just trying to, again, bridge the gap. And apparently, the company currently powers stablecoin issuance for Phantom's Cash and MetaMask's MUSD via their Stripe's open issuance platform. So the OCC has not said that there's an official approval or a timeline for that approval yet, but nonetheless, this is a major step in the right direction when it comes to merging TradFi and DeFi, but also stablecoins are an increasingly popular means of transfer. And so I do believe stablecoins are going to play a big role in the ecosystem, as long as we don't let it go beyond stablecoins and come into a CBDC where you have a central bank issuing a digital dollar or a digital euro, digital pound directly to consumers. We do not want that whatsoever. We do not. We also do want crypto developers to be represented and covered by the law. This is the most important thing ever. Crypto developers, and we see this with Tornado Cash, we saw it with Samurai Wallet, we saw it with numerous individuals where they create a privacy tool, criminals use said privacy tool, and then the developers get in trouble. But it doesn't make sense. Just like how there are car makers like Honda, BMW, Chevy, and if someone decides to go loco, get in their car and go storm through a parade with it, which is absolutely darn horrible. But if they choose to do that, do you go back to the car manufacturer and say it's your fault that this is happening? Absolutely not. It's an external event. And so this, I thought, was something that was very important. We should represent our devs. They should be protected. Crypto industry lobby Coin Center has sent a letter to the U.S. Senate Banking Committee urging it to advance a bill that would prevent well-intentioned crypto devs from being prosecuted. The Blockchain Regulatory Certainty Act, BRCA, was introduced by House Rep. Tom Emmer in 2018. We love Tom Emmer, king. With a new version of the bill written last month by Senators Cynthia Lummis and Ron Wyden to clarify that software devs and infrastructure providers who do not control user funds are not money transmitters under federal law. Coin Center Policy Director Jason Sumansato's letter, I like that last name, Sumansato. His letter to the Senate Banking Committee, which he shared on Tuesday, further stated blockchain innovation cannot thrive in the U.S. when devs face constant threats of persecution and that they deserve the same legal protections as ordinary internet developers. Yes, amen to that. Amen. And you know what's wild? I don't even know if I should say this right now, but I'm gonna. I'm gonna. So, you know what I compare this to? Like, you know, okay, Tornado Cash, Samurai Wallet, they created privacy tools. Bad actors use privacy tools. That's not their problem. However, you know, when it comes to Meta, when it comes to this Tube website and a bunch of other social media websites, there have been creepy people on there stalking other individuals, maybe creeping on younger individuals, if you know what I mean. And actually, we remember Mark Zuckerberg was actually in court because of the lack of ignorance that he had when there was a literal creepiness going on his platform, actually encouraging people to look at this creepy content and not protecting the kids at all. But no one spoke about that after the hearing. Zucky was not held accountable, and he knew that this was happening. No one on Meta was held accountable when they knew things were like this were happening. So why is there no accountability there? But again, Zuckerberg created a platform. If someone uses it and misuses it, that's not exactly his problem, but he knew about it. So it does become his problem when he knows and allows it. However, these people don't know who's using their tech. They should not be held accountable for bad actors when privacy, again, is a basic human right. Everyone deserves privacy. So I would just like to say we have a lot of bigger fish to fry out here, and they're focusing on the wrong things. Yet again, just like how you look at the Clarity Act. It should be a crypto-focused bill, right? Because it's clarity for the crypto industry. So why do the banks have a say? Well, because the banks are paying off everyone else. And all these people that they're paying off are corrupt individuals that do not serve the people. And they know what goes on in the banking system. Who banked Epstein? No one gets held accountable here. Bank of America, all these other banks that literally use your identity to open credit cards and use your credit without your permission and charge you fake fees and disregard AML. And all these people use their platform, use and abuse it. All these traffickers, all these people use the banks. No one gets held accountable when they know that it's happening. So let's focus on insider trading. Let's focus on the banking system. Let's focus on all these people that are completely corrupt and complicit, including the social media platforms, and stay away from our devs that are actually trying to create tools that are good for mankind. Okay, thank you. Just had to throw that out there. Sorry, unhinged. I am an unhinged individual. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. I gotta be real with you. I have to be real. And if I'm not real with you, then honestly, I'm not doing my job. I'm really not doing my job if I'm not being real with you. Right, Tony Stark with the hearts? Thank you. We have a major battle between the states and, man, the states are really getting through it, man. And we have like this battle of prediction markets. And it comes to the fact that the CFTC is supposed to be handling prediction markets. However, states like Nevada are not being fun, and they're like literally coming after everyone and their mother and suing Kalshi, suing Polymarket, just because they don't want prediction markets. Why? Probably because the states are not getting a cut. Same thing happened with gambling. Oh, FanDuel, all these things were banned, oh my gosh, so horrible. up until the states got a cut. Then it was like every commercial, go gamble your life away on FanDuel. Now, Polymarket and Kalshi are facing that same battle that the sports betting platforms did, and they received a sharp rebuke. Ooh, very interesting word choice. Rebuke from the CFTC. Saying, so I probably worded this the wrong way. However, so basically Mike Selig from the CFTC, he's our new chairman, he literally was like, all right, states, you need to calm down and let Polymarket and Kalshi do their thing. He even put out a video. Let's play this, and then I'm going to read his post. But this is Mike Selig. Honestly, savage individual. Take a gander.
CFTC Chairman Mike Selig here. Over the past year, American prediction markets have been hit with an onslaught of state-led litigation.
Pop off, King.
In response, the CFTC has today filed a friend of the court brief to defend its exclusive jurisdiction over these derivative markets. Prediction markets aren't new. The CFTC has regulated these markets for over 2 decades. They provide useful functions for society by allowing everyday Americans to hedge commercial risks like increases in temperature and energy price spikes. They also serve as an important check on our news media and our information streams.
I agree.
Today, the CFTC is taking an important step to ensure that these markets have a place here in America and have the integrity and resilience and vibrancy that our derivatives markets deserve. To those who seek to challenge our authority in this space, let me be clear. We will see you in court.
Man goes, I will see you in court. Oh, let's put his tweet in book mode. Take a gander, take a gander. Such a savage. Mike Selig is savage. He said, American prediction markets aren't new. They've been regulated by the CFTC for more than 2 decades and serve legitimate economic purposes. These markets have changed the way people consume news, monitor events, engage in politics, and can be more accurate than competing products. Congress gave the CFTC comprehensive authority over any contract based on commodities, and the legal definition of a commodity is very broad. Thanks to Donnie T, we reverse course on crypto in a way that will ensure the U.S. remains the crypto capital of the world. As the 250th anniversary of our nation's founding approaches, love that, pop off America. America must maintain its status as the global leader in the financial markets. To anyone seeking to challenge the Commission's authority over these contracts, I want to make it clear, we'll see you in court. Pop off my king. We love him. You know what? I gotta say, Mike Selig, this dude, I think we like him. I think we enjoy him. I have to say, I think we enjoy him. But do we enjoy Michael Saylor? Michael Saylor is claiming that crypto winter is here, and we're in it. But are we going to get out? Your spotlight starts now. And if you want to hear this video, you will best hop over to YouTube. Thank you. Michael Saylor joined Liz Klayman on Fox Business to discuss Bitcoin and maybe a crypto winter. Do you believe we're in a crypto winter? 1 or yes emoji, 2 or no emoji. Michael Saylor has some comments here that I think you guys need to hear.
Joining me now, strategy founder and executive chairman, Michael Saylor. Michael, welcome back to the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Can I first just get your gut answer as to whether we are in the first stages of another extended crypto winter?
We are in a crypto winter. This is the 5th major drawdown of Bitcoin in the 5 years since I've been in the marketplace. This is a much milder winter than previous winters. It'll be shorter than previous winters. It's going to be followed by a spring and then a glorious summer. So don't fear.
Why do you feel so confident saying that?
The banking sector is supporting Bitcoin much more strongly today than we were 4 years ago. We've got the formation of digital credit networks, banking credit networks. We've got the support of the administration. We've got a Bitcoin president. We've got 12 cabinet members that are pro-digital assets and pro-innovation. And every single month, you see new advances in the digital asset space, which are bringing extraordinary productivity to the economy and a lot of capital to the asset class.
You know, you're absolutely right when it comes to the banks who have finally started accepting and embracing it. I mean, you could go back, of course, to BlackRock, not a bank, but BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, finally pushing hard to get a spot Bitcoin ETF in play. IBIT and the rest have done, depending on what Bitcoin is doing, up, down, all around. But let's get to strategy, because your company's average acquisition price for all those Bitcoin is around what, 76,000?
Listen to this part.
Clarify that and make sure that I'm right on that.
Yeah, in that range.
Okay, that is materially above current market levels. And that has created unrealized, albeit unrealized, losses on paper. But at what point, Michael, does this disconnect between cost basis, what you paid, and the current market price become a problem for you and your shareholders?
Yeah, it's one of the misconceptions people have is that number really matters. The most important thing to understand is that we bought most of that Bitcoin with equity, not with debt. So if we had borrowed money to buy the Bitcoin, it might be an issue. But we were the largest issuer of equity in 2024 in the entire capital market. We were the largest issuer of equity in 2025 in the entire capital market. I think the company raised $55 billion of capital, but only 8 of the $55 billion was debt. So if we did buy the Bitcoin at a little bit higher than the current level, we sold equity that it was a massive premium to the Bitcoin at the time that we bought it. So the company's balance sheet's a fortress. We're fairly indestructible.
A fortress.
You know, Bitcoin can fall to any level. It won't make much difference to us. We will equitize the debt we have over the next 3 to 6 years. We will buy Bitcoin, if not every week, we'll definitely be buying Bitcoin every quarter going forward.
Makes no difference if Bitcoin goes all the way down, and yet
Savage.
your whole strategy is very much based on Bitcoin. I mean, you mentioned your premium. Historically, your stock had traded at a much higher premium than what Bitcoin was at. That is no longer the case. So do you have a framework, Michael, for reclaiming that, I guess, that premium absent any rally in the next, I don't know how long a crypto winter lasts. You said that it would be shorter, but absent any rally in Bitcoin back to 126,000?
Well, our equity is trading at a premium to our net asset value right now. So we've already reclaimed that premium. We've got enough capital for the next 50 to 60 years. So unlike investors that need the market to do what they want in the next month,
capital, I see 2 billion. I see 2 billion of cash.
We have 60 years of capital, Liz. We can wait out any short-term downturn in the market. A week, a month, a year doesn't matter to us. We're like the company that owns 3.4% of Manhattan with enough capital to hold out to the end of this century. And you're telling me that it's been a bad week or a bad month in Manhattan real estate market. We believe in the future of the network, and we built the balance sheet accordingly.
That's an interesting analogy. I like it. I think it certainly works.
Dude, that is so savage. Did you hear that? He goes, we have 60 years of capital. Is that what he said? He goes, yeah, Liz, this dip does not matter. And this is, and I love that he said that. Why? Because what did I say to you guys? What did I say? I was like, guys, understand that in 10 years, this dip is not going to matter. None of it matters. You're just going to be happy you bought. When you look back 10 years from now, you're going to be like, wow, I am so happy that I bought Bitcoin. Do I even remember the price it was 10 years ago? No. Because does it matter if you bought at 60, 70, 80, 90, 100K? No. Because when it hits $1 million, you're just going to be happy you were here. You're literally just going to be happy you were here. And with that, some people are going to be happy at Mar-a-Lago tonight because World Liberty Financial is pumping. Coins to watch. World's Liberty Financial is up 22%, leading gainers. Stables up 18, Kite up 11.5, Cosmos up 7, Morpho up 6.3%. Don't forget, guys, I forgot to mention it earlier. It's Wednesday. We have an after show every Wednesday and Friday for the members. So please become a member of the channel and join the after show. All right. Losers, humanity is down 10%. Pump.fun is not fun, down 5.4%. Sky is down 2.7%. Nexo down 2.5%. And Aptos down 2.3%. Looking at Ethereum, 1980, still hanging on here. 1850 is our bearish level to watch. We're down about 0.5%. Even lower than that, I would say 1740 because of the Swick low. Everything remains stagnant here. Nothing much has changed on Market Cipher. Litecoin is the right coin. We love Litecoin. Guys, Litecoin. It's the right coin. Everybody loves Litecoin. Guys, let me ask you this question. Do you believe I should hang out with the Litecoin fam? Do you think I should do interviews for Litecoin? Do you guys think that I should help Litecoin? Let me know what you think. Do you think I should be part of Litecoin and the foundation? One or yes emoji, two or no emoji. Let me know what you think. Happy birthday to Fitz, by the way. Fitz is in the chat. Everyone say happy birthday to him. We have a lot of birthdays this week. Bearish level to watch is 43. Bullish is 64. Fresh red dot printed on Market Cipher. We'll see if this plays out. The VWAP goes under. We might be seeing that 40-something. We might be seeing that $40 mark. But I'm very bullish on Litecoin. I'm so bullish on you. I'm bullish on Litecoin. I'm bullish on everything in between, guys. We have a lot going on. We have so much going on. But I am so bullish. I am so freaking bullish. If I believe in it. Yes, and I do. I think Litecoin, guys, Litecoin is going to pay off one day, like, in terms of the fundamentals of this space. Because even CZ Binance was like, oh, we need something that's private, but we also need transparency. There's a balance. Litecoin is the balance, guys. Litecoin is the balance. And I'm so bullish. I'm so bullish on Litecoin. Oh, man. It's Litecoin. It's the right coin. And you are the right person to be watching this podcast right now because you're a member of the channel, of course, right? Right? Yes. Say, yes, Randy, I'm a member of the channel. Yes, Randy, look at my cool emojis. Yes, Randy, I'm going in the Discord right now because you're telling me to. You're about to tell me to go in the Discord, so I'm going to get there before you. So good of you. Pop off. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you guys. There is a beautiful, beautiful road ahead for us. And I believe with my entire being that we are going to make it. And we are going to spread the love of Bitcoin, of Jesus throughout the entire world. I'm so bullish on God. God is good all the time. I hope you understand that. Even through the trials. And I look back at my past year and how I went through the removal of many people, the removal of money, stripping away any idol that I might have had. And I was left with nothing because I needed to know that I needed just one person, one Holy Trinity. And that is what it's all about. Thank God for this platform. Thank you for being here. Thank you, everybody, for being part of a revolution that literally nobody can stop. Thank you for believing in Bitcoin. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for believing in everything that we're doing because this is bigger than all of us. It's bigger than the Daily Zest. It's bigger than missteencrypto. It's bigger than anything else. This is a revolution that is going to be paid off. And you'll see the payoff not right now, but the next generation. And we're doing it for them. We're doing this for the future of humanity. Trust me. Go into the Discord. Let's hang out for a little bit. Members, thank you for being members and believing in us, in this community, the way that you do. Bless all of your hearts. Stay bullish, stay blessed, and stay zesty. Have a beautiful Wednesday. Head to Discord. I'll see you there in a moment. Mwah. Bye.